Today we are going to look at the types of fractions. How many types of fraction do we have? In the previous video we talked about the fractions, how to add and subtract a fraction with unlike bottom numbers. So today we are going to look at the types of fraction, the fraction classification. There are main four types of fractions, which are zero fraction, proper, fraction, improper fraction, and number four, or we should say the whole fraction first. The whole fraction first. Whole fraction and the improper These are the four classification of fractions. The zero fraction. What's the meaning of zero fraction? Is any fraction that has the denominator of zero. That the numbers on top is zero. For instance, for example, 0 over 2. That's a zero fraction. 0 over 10 is zero fraction. 0 over 100 is zero fraction. 0 over 125, anything over like that. That's zero fractions. And we have proper fraction. The proper fractions are the fraction that has the top number less than the bottom number. The top number is less than the bottom number and is non-zero number. The top number is non-zero number. Let's say we have 1 over 12 or 1 over 10 or 5 over 6 or 15 over 20 or 100 over 10,000. These are proper fractions because the top numbers are lesser than the bottom number. So the next part is the whole fraction. The whole fraction, both the top and the bottom are the same number. 2 over 2 is a whole fraction. 5 over 5 is a whole fraction. 10 over 10, etc. The last classification of fraction is called the improper fraction. It's when we have the top number bigger than the bottom number. Like 5 over 2 or 10 over 3 or 100 over 25, etc. These are the main four classification of fraction. And the improper fraction can be changed into mixed number. Firstly, let's look at the number line and look at all this classification of fraction on the number line. The number line is 0, 1, 2. Let's go forever like that. So let's divide this fraction because fraction is a part of things or a part of whole. So let's divide this whole from 0 to 1 into like some parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, the first one here, we call it zero fraction. That's 0 over how many parts we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 over 4. 0 out of 4. 1 out of 4. 2 out of 4. 3 out of 4. 4 out of 4. 5 out of 4. 6 over 4. 7 over 4. 8 over 4. 9 over 4. Like that. So the first fraction comes to appear here, the zero fraction. The zero fraction is a fraction that has the top number equals to 0. It has the top number equals to 0. So this is 0. So this fraction is a zero fraction, and its value always equals to 0. Its value always equals to 0. Then we move to the next one. If you look at it, it's a proper fraction. The top number is less than the bottom number from here down to here. So this is a proper fraction. Fraction is right here. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. But 4/4 is a whole fraction. The top number is exactly the same thing as the bottom number. This is called the whole fraction. And then after that, we have the improper fractions. From 5 go forever like that. We have the improper. So the zero fraction always equals to 0. While the proper is always less than 1, but greater than 0. It's greater than 1, it's greater than zero fraction, but it's less than 1. A whole fraction always equals to 1. While the improper fraction always greater than 1. So we can use this classification of fractions to compare between the fractions. If we have two fractions to compare between them, we can use the types of fractions to compare between them. Let's say, for instance, we have let's say we have 0/15 compare to 1/2 to 1/2. So to compare between this fraction, instead of there's no need of doing any calculation of anything. Just look at it. This is zero fraction and this is improper fraction. And the improper fraction is greater than zero fraction. So this is greater. Zero fraction 0/15 is less than the proper than 1/2. Then let's say we have 15/16 and compare to 20/18. So that this is 15/16 is proper, and 20/18 is improper fraction. So definitely this is less. 15/16 is less than 20/18. So we can use this type of fraction to compare, this classification of fraction, to compare between the fraction that we have. And then we have, let's say we have 1/1. Compare to 25 over 30. Even this number is big. 25/30, the top and bottom number is very big. And 1/1 is only one number. 1/1 is a proper fraction. That means 1/1 is a whole fraction, equals to 1. And this is a proper fraction, so definitely this is greater. 1/1 is greater than 25/30. This is how we compare between the fraction using the classification of fraction. Then we move on to the improper fraction. All the improper fractions have a whole fraction that is hiding behind them. So we can change the improper fraction into the mixed number. The mixed number is a mix of a whole with a fraction, with a proper fraction. Let's say we have 5/4. 5/4. We can change this 5/4 to the mixed number. How? By division. It's very simple. We say 5 divided by 4. 5 divided by 4, we know 5 divided by 4 is 1 with a remainder of 1. 1 remain 1. So we have 1. That's the one whole, remain 1. That's 1 remainder is going to be on top here with this 4/4. So let's say we want to divide, we want to change the fraction 8/4 into the mixed number. This one actually is going to change. If we divide 8 divided by 4, we're going to have 2 wholes. So it's like this 8/4 is a combination of 2 wholes, which is 4/4 plus 4/4, which is equal to 8/4, and equals to 2 wholes, 2/4. And this one also So all the fractions, all the improper fraction has the whole fraction hiding under them. Let's say we have 9 over 4. 9 over 4 is a combination of 4 over 4 plus 4 over 4 plus 1 over 4. 4 over 4 is 4 over 4 plus 4 over 4 is equal to 8 over 4, which is same as 2 whole. 2 whole plus 1 over 4, which is the same thing exactly as 2 whole 1 over 4. This is how we change the mixed number, the improper fraction into mixed number. And from mixed number we can change back to the improper fraction by multiplication. We multiply the bottom number by our whole. By the whole we have plus the remainder on top. So 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. That's 9 over 4. We get back from here to our original fraction here. That's how we change the fraction, the improper fraction, to the mixed number. Let's take a look at more example. Let's say we have 25 over 2. This is improper fraction. To change it to mixed number, by division. 25 divided by 2. 25 divided by 2, this is the division of 1 digit by 2 digits. We divided 2 digits by 1 digit, Alright. The answer to that one is 12. But how do we do that? We're gonna do the video on that later, inshallah. So 12 whole, we are going to have 12 holes. 12 holes with remainder of 1 over 2. The same thing we want to convert back to the mixed number. The improper fraction from mixed number. So we multiply this bottom number by the whole plus the remainder. 2 times 12 is 24. 24 plus 1 is 25. That's 25 over 2. And we're done. We get the answer back to the mixed number, to the improper fraction. These are the classification of fraction and how we can change the improper fraction to mixed number.